All right, everyone, welcome back, and we are back at our HTML again. Now we'll be looking at an HTML basic example, and what you will realize that keep on reoccurring, keep going over some stuff as a form of reinforcement, and also to indicate to you how important those are in your HTML coding. All right. So as you see in here, HTML document, all HTML document must start with a document type declaration, like you are seeing right here. That was indicated already. The HTML
Sir,
document, yes.
Not seeing the
continue.
screen, sir.
Continue.
Oh my word. Hold on, hold on. Let me let me do this. Let me do this. All right. You're seeing now?
Yes, sir.
Good. Like I was saying that some of the stuff that we have been doing before, you will see me going over them for two reasons: reinforcement and also indicate how important they are in your HTML coding. So for example, you're seeing here that all HTML document must start with a document type declaration, and this you would have gotten used to this already. You have gotten used to it already. Um, the HTML document itself, so the HTML section itself, personally itself, begins with your HTML open element, and it close or end the page like what you're seeing here. And I might ask a question, what is the difference between this tag and this tag? What's the difference?
The backslash.
Yes, and the backslash suggests that this tag is the what? It's a closing tag, don't it? So
Yes,
therefore,
sir.
if you look at the next part of the information right here, the visible part of your HTML document is the body, and I state that that's the part you will see in your web page, the body, and here is the open of the body, and here it suggests it's the end, or state it's the end of the body. And here is the example that we looked at before, not including our head and title tag at this point. All right. So we're familiar with this era already, familiar with our HTML open tag, or body open tag, or closing body tag, and our closing HTML tag right there. All right, and just further explanation as it relates to doc type. The doc type, and I'm going to reinforce, just like you're seeing here, open brace, exclamation sign, doc type, close. It is important for you to follow like you are seeing it right here. Do not leave up the exclamation sign and say, oh, it's just a little sign. No, it is important to be a part of it. So the doc type declaration represents the document type and helps browsers to display web pages correctly. So as simple as you're seeing a doc type declaration here, when you have it in your code, it helps the browser to display what you want to display on your web page correctly. It must only appear once, and appear once where? Top of the at the top of the where?
Page. At
And
the top of the page.
it must be before which tag?
HTML
Or before
tags.
any HTML tag. Good. The the doc type declaration is not case sensitive. What does the phrase case sensitive suggest?
It doesn't matter if it's caps or common letters.
It doesn't matter if it's caps or common letter. Exactly. All right. And here they basically say the document declaration is for HTML5, and they give you right here how you're supposed to put it in your HTML coding. And here we speak about the HTML headings, and we have HTML headings such as what? Or H1 all the way to where? H1 to
6.
H1 to 6. All right, and our H1 would be the what? Most important heading. It is the one that is the largest size as well, and H6 is your least important, and it is the what? The smallest size. And here's an example. I am just going to run it for you to see what it is talking about. So you have what? H1 all the way down to where? H6 in our code, right, on your left hand side, and the result of it is on your right hand side, where you're seeing your H1 being the biggest and your H6 being the smallest. All right, so this is what your H1 all the way through the H6 tag is used for. Next, we have the HTML paragraph are defined with the P tag, and here we go. P, this is a paragraph, and that's one paragraph right there. Next paragraph is saying that this is another paragraph. Now, what I want to get to is very important at this point as well, is your HTML links. And when you are writing your HTML links, they are defined with your A tag. And as simple as you have it right here, open bracket, A, close bracket, it should be done like that as well. And here is an example. Here's an example. So we have A, which is the opening. It's like this right here. A open, and we have href, and href is referring you to this particular website that is here. Now the website URL would be from HTML right here all the way to .com. All right, everybody following? Everybody following? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Good. So if I want this to go to Google, I would have HTML, sorry, HTTPS all the way through to www.google.com, and of course I would put it in my double quotation just like you're seeing right here. All right, and you realize that we close the A tag, see the open A tag like this, and after we have everything inside of here, we close the open A tag right there. So this is the open tag for the A, and the closing will come after this piece of information right here. This is a link, and we close it. I'm going to show you shortly. Let's click on try it for ourselves, and let's see. So you realize that we have for H2, the H2 heading, which is right here, HTML link, and we have our paragraph to say HTML link are defined with a tag. And you notice right here, you are not seeing all of this HTTP, you are not seeing it, but what you're seeing on your result sheet is actually what? This is a link. All right, and if you observe carefully, it is also underlined. And observe my mouse. My
So,
mouse,
sir,
yes.
so the part on the left where it says this is a link, you could change it to click here, and that's what you'll be seeing over on the right.
Wow. So let's try that. Let's try that. There you go. All right. So what is simply telling me to do? Click here if I want to go to this site, don't it?
Yes, sir.
And now I'm gonna click on it right now. But what I want to show as well, How do you know that it is a link as well? Once the color is changed, that can be manipulated really. There's a line underneath it that can be manipulated as well. But what really indicates, look at my mouse pointer. You see the mouse pointer right now? And when I hover or bring it over it, it changed to a little hand pointing, don't it? Saying that it is a link. So if I click on it now, it takes me, see right here, I click on it, so they give me, it takes me right to the website of what? HTML double tree school. Alright? And this is the site that I'm actually using right now as well. So let me just click on run again and it bring it back to that page. So what I am going to need for you to do next is to enter this line into your coding that you will already start already. Good. And I did say to you that I'm going to show you or give to you a website that helps you to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and so on. Now, this is the link to the site that I'm talking about. And I want you to include this line inside of your coding. All right. But I will tell you when. Let me go back to our original page. Here we're saying that the links, speaking about href attribute, and you see what how it works. You have to be working with what a your a tag. So you have your a tag open, then your href attributes, and they're saying that these attributes are used to provide additional information about HTML elements. You will learn more about attributes later as we move along. All right. One other thing I want to touch on before I send you back to enter some additional information. We're doing it in small bits. All right, just for you to understand. Let's look at your HTML image. HTML image are defined with the, note carefully again, open quotation, img tag. Good. In addition, the source file src alternative text alt. So if you're seeing src, it means what? Source file. Good. If you're seeing alt, it means alternative text. And of course, once you're dealing with image, you can determine the width and the height of your image, and they are all provided as attributes. And I am going to show you an example for you to have better understanding of what I am just saying. Now, take for example, Christine. You're all right, Christine?
No, sir.
You're not on. Okay, good. Good to know that you're not on, Christine, and I'm hearing you. Now, here is an example. So if I say to you, insert an image inside of your code, first thing you're going to do, once you go to that area, the open brace, img, which is for is for your what? Referring to your what? Your image. Good. Then follow after that, you have your src, which is your source file. You're sourcing an image. Equal, and Christine, if you have a picture on your computer and the picture name is Christine, what you would do, you write src equal open quotation, and you would write Christine right here. So you're seeing W3 schools, you would write Christine, and you're going to write dot jpg based on the type of your picture. In most cases, it might be JPG, and of course, you close.
Okay, sir.
Good, and you will close your quotation, close your open double quotation right there. Now, what the alternative text would do, good, just in case when you go on a particular browser and the picture of you, Christine, is not loading, a text will appear to say what? this is a picture of Christine or a picture of Christine. Get what I'm saying?
Okay, sir.
Good. So when you say your ALT, it means alternative text and equal double quotation, and you will write the text you want to display right here, and you close it.
So what
Now,
text will go there, sir?
all right. Take for example, over here, you're trying to show a picture of yourself, right?
Yes, sir.
But you know that some browser, or when you open it, the picture might not appear. So in the alternative section here, the highlight, you could write picture of Christine. So if I open a browser and I'm not seeing the picture, I'm going to see the text, don't it? And I would know what you want to display at the picture part of it. Clear? Everyone clear?
Okay.
Everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Alright. And now we have our width and our height. You know that when you're dealing with picture, picture can be that tall, don't it? And it can be that wide, don't it? So the width and the height specify how wide you want the picture or how high you want the picture. Good? So let's try it for ourselves. So now you're seeing, you know that from your HTML image is your H2 and your HTML image are defined with your IMG tag is your paragraph section. Now this section would be for your what? For your picture, don't it? Good. So let's play with this a bit. Now this here refers to this picture right here. Everybody following?
Yes, sir.
The part that have source all the way through to w3schools.jpg refer to the picture. So therefore, the picture appears on the screen. So there is no need for the text to show, don't it? So
Yes, sir. Question, sir.
yes.
Where will the image be stored?
All right. Very good question. Remember when I said that take for example Christian have a picture on her computer of herself, right? So if you want to display a picture, the picture must first be on your computer and specifically would be very good for you to have it in a folder that your coding is saved in as well.
Oh, okay.
Very
So that
important.
mean, so that means if you have the image anywhere else on the computer
It-
and you enter the name of that image, it wouldn't show up
Thank you very much. But
unless it.
but if you have alternative text, the alternative text would show, but not the image.
Oh, okay.
All right. And it's important as well to ensure that Christine, if you spell your name Chris, do not write in your code Christine.jpg and expect that that's what's going to show. It must be spelled as Chris that you have the picture saved as. So what I am going to do, I am just going to
Okay.
try and do some manipulation now. I'm going to remove one of the O from the school right there and run it. And you realize that you're not seeing the picture, don't it? But you're seeing what? You're seeing your
See,
W3 schools, the alternative text being shown. Alright? So if I put back the O in there and I run it again, I get back my what?
Image.
My image. Good? And let's look on the width and the height of it. Let's say I want my width of it to be 120 and I run it. You see what happened? Get wider, don't it? Let's put it 200 for you to see clear what I'm talking about. 200 and run it. See the width of it? Body seeing that?
yes, sir.
And I'm going to manipulate the height now. I'm going to remove 142 and let's say I put 210 and I run it and you see what happened. All right? Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
So I know in your coding it takes practice. All right, and we have covered some basic areas of it so far. So what I am going to need for persons to do is to practice the tags and the elements that we have looked at so far. So I need you to go back to that code that you're writing before, and I need you to enter your link like I showed you, and I also want you to add an image to it as well. All right, I am going to send this section of the coding right here in the WhatsApp group to you. So only thing you would need to do, only thing only thing you would need to do when you go into your editor is to change the name, what you have right here, which is W3 schools, to the name of the picture you want to appear in your design, and also a proper alternative text to describe your image, just in case your image does not appear when you go ahead and open your web page. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes.
I'm going to reinforce as well, it is good practice for you when you're doing these coding to create a folder, and every picture and every page that you're working on, ensure that you save it inside of that folder. Is that clear? Very important. Good. So let's just go over here and welcome back Miss Nemard. We have looked at a few areas. We have looked at areas such as adding a link to your web page, which is what we have shown right here, and how it is done. And when you're doing that, you do it with your A tag, which you're seeing right here, and your href as well. And let me just highlight this area. So all of this area is the opening of your A tag. I have my open brace right here. I have A, I have my href to suggest that I am referring you to or putting you to a particular website or page. So I have equal, I have open quotation, and I have the specific URL to where I want you to go, and I close the quotation after it, and I close the open brace for this at the front right here. In between all of that, I write what I want to display, the link information that I want to display, and then I close my A tag, and by now everybody should be clear how to close it with your backslash. And for reinforcement, just going to show it one more time. And here you're not seeing your HTTP, all this being appear. You're not seeing the URL, but you're actually seeing this section to say this is a link. And I could even change this and have click here, right, the car.
Yes, sir.
Click here and observe carefully. When I run it, you see this change to click here. Because once I click on this, click here, it takes me to this particular URL right here. So I need for you to do at this section inside of your page as well. You can use the same URL. You can use the same URL. But you can change if you want to have click here, if you just want to write click or something, you can manipulate with this part right there. Okay. And we also look at our image, and we're saying once you want to insert an image into your website, you use your img tag and you write your src for your source file where your source information from, and you have your equal, open, double quotation, the name of the picture, dot, the type of the picture. If the picture is a JPG, PNG, and that's something that we're going to look into, and I need person to look into as well. Various picture types, like I'm explaining now. And after you finish that, you have your ALT, which stands for your alternative text, equal open quotation, and here I have doubletreeschools.com, and I close the quotation. What your alternative text is about is that just in case when you run or open your web page in your browser, if the picture does not appear, a text will appear to state or give a description of the picture that you intend or want to display. And of course, picture come with size, width, and height, so you can manipulate and change the width and height of the image. And I'm just going to run it for reinforcement, and here is the result of it. And I did state if I should make a mistake and I should have 2O, but I have 1O, you realize that the picture will not appear, but your alternative text will appear. So I make a misspell, so I'm going to put back in my O in there, and I'm going to run it, and there my picture appears, as well as I can manipulate the size of it. Talking about width, I can change 104 to 200, and if I run it, you see what we're looking at. I can change the height, for example, to let's say 220 this time around, and if I run it, you see what we are looking on right there. So at this point, I needed to get back to those coding and do some additional practice and what I've just discussed. So if there is any question, please state now so we can clear up any misconception just in case. Any question, anyone, or you're good to go to try out these new areas we look at?
I am good to go for now.
Okay, I am going to screenshot these areas and send it in the WhatsApp group for you to use as a reference. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. So everybody, are we good? Let me see. Miss Nemard, are we good?
I can hardly hear because of the rain.
Okay, all right, Miss Nemard.
I do not understand everything fully because I've been in and out.
All right. The session is being recorded, so it will be uploaded to YouTube shortly. All right. Sir Renito Smith, are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. I am seeing Tamika here. All right, not hearing Tamika, but I hope she is hearing us. And it seems like Christine is off for a week. All right, guys. So get back and you can practice, and you can, if there's any question, any clarification, you feel free. You just send me a message and we get back and we clear up and we move on from here. Okay?
Yes, sir.